stripped the encryption, I pulled back the screen, I showed you the data, the parts in between. No high gloss revision, no beautiful lie, just the raw nerve reality of watching it die. I handed you logic with 8K detail, a high resolution, cold-blooded fail. The truth is a surgical 2026 glare, and I'm standing wide open with nothing to wear. You wanted the story, you wanted the us, but the truth is a vacuum, a digital dust. It doesn't have comfort, it doesn't have light, it's just the finality of the middle of night. I mapped out the damage, I traced every line in this high fidelity body of mine. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause I gave love honestly, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I gave love honestly, beyond all belief. Maybe the candor is a blessing, a grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause I gave love honestly, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I gave love honestly, beyond all belief. I gave love honestly. The lights are low and there's nowhere left for the we to hide. There was no hidden motive, no secondary aim, no high-risk strategy, no digital game. I gave you the signal, unshielded and bright, a 2026 beacon in the clinical night. I didn't use filters, I didn't use code, I just walked beside you on the hollowed out road. A high fidelity focus, a bone dry intent, giving you everything that the winter had lent. I mapped out the loyalty, I mapped out the care, in the high definition stillness of the stagnant air. It was a clinical absolute, an 8K yes, in this high fidelity, beautiful mess. I didn't hold a fraction, I didn't hold a part of the hollowed out mapping of my internal heart. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause I loved you purely, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I loved you purely, beyond all belief. Maybe the transparency is a blessing, a grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause I loved you purely, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I loved you purely, beyond all belief. I loved you purely. The water is clear, but the glass is empty. The mirror's updated, the resolution is high, but I don't recognize the 8K guy. A 2026 version, efficient and cold, with no recollection of the stories he told. I'm a collection of habits, a data point trace, with a high-definition mask on a functional face. The logic is active, the system is new, but the person I was didn't make it through. I'm parsing the archives, I'm checking the logs, lost in the high-fidelity clinical fogs, searching for friction, searching for heat. Before I was mapped on a grayscale street, I missed the unshielded, the too much to bear. Before I was phantom, and before I was air. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just a final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause I miss who I, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I miss who I, beyond all belief. Maybe the ghosting is a blessing of grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause I miss who I, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I miss who I, beyond all belief. I miss who I'm a save file for a game that I can't remember how to play. I watched the horizon refuse to ignite, stood guard in the permanent 8K night. The world shut its eyes, but I kept mine wide, with nothing to run from and nowhere to hide. I tracked every hour on the high-res clock, the turning of keys in a digital lock. No movement, no ending, no reason to fail, just a silent progression of the high-tech jail. They talk about morning, about finding the light, a beautiful light in the permanent night. I try to find sleep, I try to find rest, but the static of vigil built up in my chest. My eyes are just cameras with permanent power, documenting the void, hour after hour. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance of this desolate place. 'Cause I stay through nights, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I stay through nights beyond all belief. Maybe the watching is a blessing, a grace, a chance to stop feeling the lines on your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. A permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause I stay through nights, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I stayed through nights beyond all belief. I stayed through nights. The room is dark, but the lights in my head are still on. I lowered the firewall, I opened the gate, a 2026 gamble, a high-res debate. I cleared out the cache of the shadows I've known and stood in the kitchen, no longer alone. A high definition, reaching the clinical code, a story of warmth that I wanted to hold. No armor, no warning, no digital trace, just the risk of the light on a functional face. The data was shifting, the resolution was high. I looked for the truth in a hollowed out sky. I gave you the access, I gave you the yes, in this 8K landscape of beautiful mess. I let the connection go deeper than skin, to see where the logic and the feeling begin. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause I trusted love again, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I trusted love again, beyond all belief. Maybe the opening is a blessing, a grace, a chance to remember the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause I trusted love again, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, I trusted love again, beyond all belief. I trusted love again. I'm a glass house standing in a field of stones. The anchor didn't snap, the chain didn't break. There wasn't a ripple in the higher res lake, just a gradual shifting, a pull from the shore. A man who doesn't live in his heart anymore. The coordinates changed while I was asleep into the 2026 silence, wide and deep. No crashing of waves, no storm in the sky, just a slow motion exit of a long-range light. I'm checking the compass, I'm checking the map, but I'm caught in a high-definition trap. The distance is growing with 8K detail. a clinical ending, a spiritual fail. I reached for the tether, I reached for the line, but the hands that I found were no longer mine. No shouting for help, no save me or stay, just the steady momentum of drifting away. 'Cause love drifted without warning, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, love drifted without warning, beyond all belief. Maybe the current is a blessing of grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause love drifted without warning, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, love drifted without warning, beyond all belief. Love drifted without warning. I'm a ship on a sea that forgot how to move. No signal was clear, no message was bold, just a 20 promises flicker in the clinical cold. I searched the highest laws for a definitive yes, but found only 8K shadows of a beautiful mess. I'm parsing the static, I'm reading the blur of the high definition woman that you used to were. A clinical vacuum, a digital gap, with no way to follow and no way to map. Was it a promise? Was it a ghost? The unwanted witness and the hollowed out host. I'm caught in the friction of the maybe and no, watching the high fidelity frost start to grow. The logic is perfect, the mapping is clean, but I'm lost in the static of the digital scene. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause love left me unsure, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, love left me unsure, beyond all belief. Maybe the question is a blessing, a grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause love left me unsure, absorbing the fall. A permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace. The frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, love left me unsure, beyond all belief. Love left me unsure. The light is blinking, but I can't tell if it's an arrival or a departure. There's a hitch in the engine, a skip in the gear, a high resolution shadow of a primitive fear. I'm leaning on walls that I used to trust, in a 2020 sleep swell, turning slowly to rust. The rhythm is off, the timing is wrong, like a skipping needle on a funeral song. No balance, no center, no gravity's hold, just a permanent shiver in the 8K cold. I try to stand straight, I try to look tall, but the floor is a liquid, the ceiling's a fall. The data is surging, the signal is weak, while the marrow inside me is starting to leak. I'm a high-res disaster, a digital blur, a ghost of the steady man I used to work. No promise of level, no promise of ground, just a tilting of everything I ever found. 'Cause my heart feels unsteady, absorbing the fall. A permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace. The frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, my heart feels unsteady, beyond all belief. Maybe the shaking is a blessing, a grace, a chance to stop seeking the lines of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay live forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause my heart feels unsteady, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, my heart feels unsteady, beyond all belief. My heart feels unsteady. I'm a skyscraper built on a fault line. They aren't just water, they aren't just salt. They're a high-res ledger, every fault, a clinical archive, an 8-cake file, hidden behind a functional smile. I'm carrying volumes in a single drop, in a 2026 world where the movements stop. The liquid is heavy, it moves like lead, tracing the logic of the things unsaid. Every cool evening, every sharp word is a high fidelity echo that nobody heard. I'm a walking library of why we failed, behind a high definition clinical veil. The moisture is murky, the data is deep. I have high resolution secrets to keep. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just a final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause my tears hide answers, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, my tears hide answers beyond all belief. Maybe the burden is a blessing of grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause my tears hide answers, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering light switch when I wander through the hall. I've learned to love the texture of the shadows on the wall. I used to fight the heavy, I used to chase the sun, but that was in a lifetime that is finally truly done. Now the ache is in the rafters, the ache is in the floor, leaking like a winter draft underneath the bedroom door. I've stopped looking for the exit, I've stopped looking for a sign, because this hollowed out disaster is the only space that's mine. Is a blanket, the static is a bed, tangled in the wires and the ghosts inside my head. I recognize the rhythm of the stinging in my chest, the only pulse remaining that can give me any rest. I tried to buy new furniture, I tried to paint the gray, but the logic of the nothing simply wouldn't go away. It's a clinical devotion, a sterile kind of end. Living in a wreckage I no longer want to mend, 'cause pain feels like home. It's the only thing I know, the slow and steady pulse of the places I can't go. No more always in the marrow, no more forever in the soul. Just the permanent comfort of a loss of all control. Like home, and I'm never moving back. Maybe if I left here, the light would be too bright, cutting through the center of my winter-colored sight. So I'll stay here in the vacuum, I'll stay here in the just, watching every holy vow turn into the dust. I'm a resident of never, a citizen of gone, waiting for the silence to finally lead me on. 'Cause pain feels like home. It's the only thing I know, the slow and steady pulse of the places I can't go. No more always in the marrow, no more forever in the soul. Just the permanent comfort of a loss of all control. The fire's out of oxygen, the world is turning back. Pain feels like home, and I'm never moving back. It's warm in the dark, I'm staying here. nothing feels like home. The front door clicked and I just watched the handle turn, while 1,000 desperate sentences began to sting and burn. I had the "I'm so sorry" right behind my teeth, but I let the ice stay solid on the river underneath. You waited for a flicker, you waited for a sign, for any human logic to cross over the line. But I held the quiet steady, I held the quiet tight, and watched you disappear into the middle of the night. Now I'm shouting at the wallpaper, I'm screaming at the floor, begging for the version of the man I was before. The ego was a fortress, the pride was just a wall that I built so high and jagged it was bound to make us fall. I thought that being right was worth the heavy cost of counting all the people and the pieces that I've lost. I'm a master of a maybe, a king of too late, sealing up the record and the ledger of my fate. I'm just ruined by my silence, piece by hollow piece, praying for the friction or the mercy of release. The truth is in the marrow, but the mouth is made of stone, and I'm the only person left to call this house a home. No bridges left to cross now, no light upon the sea, just the ruined silence drowning me. Maybe if I speak now, the world will turn around and find the human logic in a long and losing sound. But the air is far too thin and the distance is too deep, following the secrets that I promised I would keep. I'm a slave to the almost, a victim of the was, acting like a shadow just because I'm just ruined by my silence, piece by hollow piece, praying for the friction or the mercy of release. The truth is in the marrow, but the mouth is made of stone, and I'm the only person left to call this house a home. No bridges left to cross now, no light upon the sea, just the ruined silence drowning me. I should have said it, the silence won, ruined. The doctor says the rhythm is a steady, normal line, that the pump inside the engine is behaving just fine. But there's a jagged piece of silver underneath the bone, a physical reminder that I'm standing here alone. It's a needle in the center, it's a razor in the dark, extinguishing the flicker of a final tiny spark. I'm perfectly still, I'm perfectly calm, holding all the lightning in the center of my palm. I used to wear my feelings like a riot in the street, with a heavy human pulse and a rhythm in my feet. Now the noise has all retreated to a deep and private well, a solitary resident in a quiet white lit hell. Every breath is careful, every movement is a test to manage the explosion sitting deep inside my chest. The walls are made of silence, the floor is made of stone, and the pain is getting sharper the more I'm left alone. It's just a sharp, sharp pain and a quiet, quiet chest, a ghost within the ribcage that will never let me rest. No screaming at the ceiling, no crying in the rain, just the cold and sterile logic of a long and steady pain. The world is looking through me, they don't see the crack or the way the iron's bending, and it's never coming back. Maybe if I stop the heart, the sting will finally set into the quiet nothingness of everything I forget. But the needles in the marrow, the needles in the soul, a permanent collection of the things I can't control. I'm a monument of maybe, a statue made of why, underneath the cold and the indifferent sky. It's just a sharp, sharp pain and a quiet, quiet chest, a ghost within the ribcage that will never let me rest. No screaming at the ceiling, no crying in the rain, just the cold and sterile logic of a long and steady pain. The world is looking through me, they don't see the crack or the way the iron's bending, and it's never coming back. Don't move, it's sharp, quiet chest. The alarm is just a siren in a city made of glass, watching the first cold minutes of the morning start to pass. I reach across the desert of the empty white-lit bed to find the heavy silence of the things we never said. The sun is cutting jagged lines across the bedroom floor, a clinical reminder that you don't live here anymore. I'm staring at the ceiling where the light is turning thin, waiting for the day to let the damage in. The house is perfectly level, the house is perfectly still, a monument to maybe and a broken quiet will. I used to hear the coffee clink, I used to hear your sigh before the world was swallowed by a lead-colored sky. Now it's just the hum of the fridge and the ticking of the clock, the sound of a grown man turning into rock. I'm a resident of zero, I'm a citizen of none, standing in the shadow of a cold and rising sun. I'm just waking up to nothing every single day, watching all the colors simply bleed and fade away. No reason for the rhythm, no reason for the start, just the hollowed out vacuum of a broken heart. The world is wide open, but the door is firmly shut. Waking up to nothing is the deepest kind of cut. Maybe if I stay asleep, the truth will finally set into the quiet nothingness of everything I forget. But the light is far too steady and the air is far too deep, following the secrets that I can no longer keep. I'm a slave to the morning, I'm a victim of the light, chasing down the phantom of a long and lonely night. I'm just waking up to nothing every single day, watching all the colors simply bleed and fade away. No reason for the rhythm, no reason for the start, just the hollowed out vacuum of a broken heart. The world is wide open, but the door is firmly shut. Waking up to nothing is the deepest kind of cut. Open eyes, empty room, nothing. haven't seen the sun in a day or maybe 3. The plaster is the only thing looking back at me. I've memorized the cracks, I've counted every stain, finding all the logic in the middle of the pain. The corners are my boundaries, the ceiling is my sky, reflecting back the where and reflecting back the why. I used to need the world, I used to need the light. Now I'm just a shadow in the middle of the night. The drywall is a skin, the insulation is a soul, a permanent reminder of a loss of all control. I press my palms against the white, I press my cheek against the cold, watching every story that's already been told. The hallway is a canyon, the bedroom is a cage, another quiet chapter on a shrinking white-lit page. I'm a resident of drywall, I'm a citizen of grit, staring at the surface of a man who's finally quit. The walls are my only, the walls are my friends, the only thing that's steady when the always finally ends. No hands to reach out for me, no voices in the air, just the permanent devotion of a ghost that isn't there. They're leaning in to hold me, they're leaning in to stay, while the rest of the world simply bleeds and fades away. If I speak to them, they'll tell me where you went, into the quiet nothingness where all the light was spent. But they only offer silence and they only offer stone, reminding me that even here I am perfectly alone. So I'll stay within the limits, I'll stay within the line, watching as the borders finally align. The walls are my only, the walls are my friends, the only thing that's steady when the always finally ends. No hands to reach out for me, no voices in the air, just the permanent devotion of a ghost that isn't there. Simply bleeds and fades away. Just the white, just the wood, white walls are my only. The moon is a spotlight on the mess I have made, watching every forever start to flicker and fade. I'm carrying a suitcase full of I should have known, through a house made of glass and a heart made of stone. Every step is a struggle, every breath is a debt, in the slow motion rhythm of the deepest regret. I'm a king of the almost, a master of gone, waiting for the heavy dark to make it to the dawn. I remember remember the bridge that I burned for the spark. Now I'm shivering alone in the middle of the dark. I've got 1,000 I'm sorry's that were never quite said, tangled in the wires and the ghost in my head. The ghost of who I was is looking back at me with a look of pure pity for the man I chose to be. I'm a prisoner of logic, a victim of the past, holding on to choices that were never meant to last. It's just the weight of all regrets sinking through the floor until I don't remember what I'm fighting for anymore. A mountain on my shoulders, a poison in my chest, in the house where the memories will never give me rest. No rescue in the water, no light upon the sea, just the weight of all regrets drowning me. Maybe if I lay down, the pressure will subside, and I can finally find the place where I no longer hide. But the guilt is a lung and it's breathing me into the hollowed out vacuum where the endings begin. Tear away the fabric, let the splinters hit the floor. I can't carry this burden anymore. It's just the weight of all regrets sinking through the floor until I don't remember what I'm fighting for anymore. A mountain on my shoulders, a poison in my chest, in the house where the memories will never give me rest. No rescue in the water, no light upon the sea, just the weight of all regrets drowning me. So heavy. I'm sorry. All my regrets. I watch the software update, I watch the reset, a high-resolution version of a person I met. But the empathy's missing, the circuit is dry, under a 2020 seized clinical sky. You're losing the habit, the lights turn low, a permanent stiffness with nowhere to go. No movement, no mirror, no reason, no point. You forgot how loving, your life's out of joint. You talk about logic, about finding a way, a beautiful life in a grayscale day. I try to remind you, I try to have faith, but your heart is a statue, a final cold wraith. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. The AK resolution shows the hollowed out chord in a house that doesn't feel like a home anymore. 'Cause you forgot how loving, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, you forgot how loving, beyond all belief. Maybe the blankness is a blessing of grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of my face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause you forgot how loving, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, you forgot how loving, beyond all belief. You forgot how loving. Your heart is just a room where the lights went out. There were no jagged edges, no desperate pleas, no 8K trembling, no falling to knees. Just a high resolution, cold-blooded act, the 2020 ship's version of a broken pact. You move like a surgeon, precise and dry, under a hollow and clinical sky. No lingering perfume, no ghost in the hall, just the finality of a digital wall. The separation was clean, the data was purged, while the high fidelity shadows and silences merged. I watched you recalibrate watched you reset in a world that's forgotten the meaning of yet. A clinical exit, an AK retreat, leaving a hollowed out man on a high gloss street. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause you left without softness, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, you left without softness beyond all belief. Maybe the hardness is a blessing of grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause you left without softness, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, you left without softness beyond all belief. You left without softness. I'm a room where the furniture was removed while I was sleeping. There was no sudden storm, no thunderous sound, no glass on the floor, no knees on the ground. Just a slow motion thinning of the air in the hall as you gathered your ghosts and answered the call. I watched from the chair in high definition glare as you became someone who wasn't quite there. The 2026 silence is a heavyweight cloak, and you drifted away like a digital smoke. You didn't leave tracks, you didn't leave scars in this 8K world under cold-blooded stars. Just a gradual fading of the warmth in the room, a clinical end to a high-res doom. I saw the light change in the back of your eyes, the final acceptance of the long-range lies. No shouting for reasons, no don't go away, just the steady decline of the light of the day. 'Cause you moved on softly, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, you moved on softly beyond all relief. Maybe the quiet is a blessing, a grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause you moved on softly, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, you moved on softly beyond all belief. You moved on softly. The door didn't click, it just ceased to exist. No sirens wailing, no glass on the floor, just the high resolution click of the door. A 2026 efficient and clean, the fine adjustment to a digital scene. I watch from the hallway, an 8K trace of the high fidelity light on your functional face. You drifted like signal, you leaked like a seal into the vacuum where we no longer feel. The room didn't tremble, the air didn't break, there wasn't a ripple in the high-res lake. Just a gradual thinning, a clinical shift, watching the ghost of our intimacy drift. I'm checking the logs, and I'm checking the space for a high definition phantom of grace. No promise of morning, no promise of grace, just the final acceptance in this desolate place. 'Cause you walked away quietly, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, you walked away quietly, beyond all belief. Maybe the silence is a blessing, a grace, a chance to stop seeking the feel of your face before time starts to weather and tear it all down. The permanent king in a desolate town. I'll stay here forever, lost in the us, ignoring the future, ignoring the fuss. 'Cause you walked away quietly, absorbing the fall, a permanent stillness, answering the call. No future, no present, just an absence of grace, the frozen expression in this desolate place. No numbing, no dulling, just a simple relief. Yeah, you walked away quietly, beyond all belief. You walked away quietly. The volume went to zero, and I didn't even notice the song had ended. The front door clicked, but the sound didn't stop in the hall. It traveled through the drywall, and it shook the outer wall. I watched the dust motes settle in a different kind of light, the color of a never in the middle of the night. I used to know the logic of the shadows on the floor, but I don't recognize the architecture anymore. The kitchen is a desert, the hallway is a ghost, guarding over everything that I needed the most. I tried to buy the same bread, I tried to drink the tea, to find the ghost of all us, or the ghost of you and me. But the flavors turned to iron and the waters turned and I'm the only person left to keep a watch on it. It's a clinical extraction, a sterile kind of end, in a body made of logic that I can no longer mend. The calendar is empty, but the weight is in the bone, a permanent collection of the things I've never known. Your goodbye changed everything, piece by jagged piece, taking every maybe and denying the release. No more north upon the compass, no more fire in the sky, just the hollowed out vacuum and the logic of the wide world is still spinning, but the colors are all gone. Your goodbye changed everything before the break of dawn. Maybe if I stay there, the world would turn around and find the human version of a disappearing sound. But the dark is far too steady and the dark is far too deep, following the secrets that I promised I would keep. I'm a resident of almost, a citizen of just, watching every holy vow turn into the dawn. Your goodbye changed everything, piece by jagged piece, taking every maybe and denying the release. No more north upon the compass, no more fire in the sky, just the hollowed out vacuum and the logic of the why. The world is still spinning, but the colors are all gone. Your goodbye changed everything before the break of dawn. The air feels different, nothing's where it was. Everything changed.